What if your past never lets you go, no matter how rich or powerful you become? This is the full story of GTA 5, explained in a simple way. The story begins in a snowy town called North Yankton. Three men walk into a bank: Michael, Trevor, Brad. They are experienced, calm, focused. The robbery starts smoothly. They take control. They grab the money. For a moment, everything seems perfect. But outside, the police are already there. Gunfire breaks out. Chaos begins. Brad is shot. Michael goes down. Trevor has no choice but to run. From his point of view, Michael is dead. The job is over. His friend is gone. But something about that moment feels wrong, and that moment will change everything. Years later, we move to Los Santos. Michael is alive. He lives under a fake name, in a big house with money and a family, but he is not happy. His wife ignores him. His kids don't respect him. He feels empty. To escape his past, Michael made a deal with a corrupt government agent. He traded his old life for safety, but that safety comes with a price. At the same time, we meet Franklin, young, smart, ambitious. He works as a repo man, taking cars from people who can't pay, but he wants more money, more respect, a better life. One day, Franklin meets Michael. At first, it's just business, but Michael sees something in him, potential. Franklin becomes the student. Michael becomes the mentor. Then there's Trevor. Trevor is chaos, violent, unstable, unpredictable. He believes Michael is dead. He lives in the desert, running small operations and creating trouble. But one day he hears about a robbery on the news. Something about it feels familiar, too familiar. And suddenly, he understands. Michael is alive, and Trevor is not happy. He goes to Los Santos. The reunion is tense. Michael is shocked. Franklin is confused. Trevor is furious. But despite everything, they start working together again. Money pulls them back together. They begin planning large heists, carefully executed jobs that require trust, skill, and timing. But they are not in control. Powerful people are watching. Corrupt agents, government forces, wealthy elites. Michael, Trevor, and Franklin are pushed into dangerous situations, forced to do work they didn't choose. Each of them is fighting something. Michael is dealing with his past. Trevor is dealing with betrayal. Franklin is trying to decide who he wants to become. Their bond is fragile. Trust breaks again and again, and every mission becomes more dangerous than the last. Then comes the truth about Brad. Trevor believed Brad was in prison, but the reality is different. Brad died during the North Yankton robbery. Michael survived, and the deal he made caused everything. For Trevor, this is a deep betrayal, not just a lie, a complete deception. Their relationship begins to fall apart. At the same time, the heists grow bigger: the jewelry store job, the Merriweather operations, and finally, the Union Depository, the biggest job of all. More money, more risk, more enemies. Michael's family leaves him. Franklin grows more independent. Trevor becomes even more unstable. Everything is falling apart. And then, the final decision arrives. Franklin is forced to choose. A powerful figure pressures him. He must decide what to do. There are three possible endings. In the first ending, Franklin kills Trevor. Trevor realizes the betrayal. And in the end, he dies. Michael survives. But the cost is heavy. In the second ending, Franklin kills Michael, his mentor, the man who changed his life. Michael dies, and Franklin loses that connection forever. The third option is different. Franklin refuses to choose. Instead, he fights back. Together, the three of them take control. They eliminate everyone who tried to manipulate them: the corrupt agents, the powerful enemies. For the first time, They decide their own fate, and they all survive. This is considered the best ending because it breaks the cycle. GTA 5 is not just a story about crime, it's about choices, about trust, and about consequences. Michael wanted peace, but couldn't escape his past. Trevor wanted loyalty, but lived in chaos. Franklin wanted a future and had to choose who he would become. In the end, the question is simple. When everything falls apart, who do you choose to be?